kilowatt, 200 kilowatt, like bus, truck, commercial vehicle. Electric is not going to be sustainable as such. It won't work out. This has been realized by Japanese. In fact, Toyota, the leaders in hybrid vehicle. You know, the Prius and many more is more than for 15 years they're selling. Correct? Like in US also I've seen. I'm talking even to long before. Many times visited. They're selling. So best option will be we have to reduce the carbon emission. Correct? That is important. Global warming, as we talked in first two classes. That means burning fuel. The hydrocarbon fuel should be reduced. You have to make it zero at the earliest possible time. But still, you cannot stop the transportation. Correct? Without transportation, without energy, world cannot move. World cannot do any work. So best thing will be having another thing is proven. The IC engine is a proven technology. Petrol, diesel, more than 130, 140 years is proven, matured. Engine, each and every component, tested, modified, change of material, all the highly matured. And then availability of fuel is easy. Correct? So the transition, why Japanese are going for the, for example, hydrogen-based fuel or fuel cells, all those things. But also they wanted to, I have seen the speech or talk by the Toyota CEO or MD, all those things. For last, I am watching for last 5 years. They said that overnight we cannot go to electric vehicle. That is not sustainable. Correct? Sustainable possibly continuously, because without having any disruption in the current transportation in this one. That means hybrid. In hybrid also, we want to reduce the carbon dioxide, greenhouse gas. That means hydrogen is the alternate fuel. Any other fuel, hydrocarbon is not going to reduce this one. Whatever engine efficiency increase also. So you need to go for electric, correct? Hybrid vehicles with the electric motor driven by fuel cells, because the fuel cells is going to consume only hydrogen, output is water. So that is why they are taking this. All Japanese companies, they tried. Please note that Japanese companies are not that they don't know. They are leaders in automobile from 1980s onwards. They were able to beat American company, all three big three, GM, Ford, all those things. They could not sell anything in US itself. World leader is Toyota. They were selling more cars than all American companies together. So for more than 5 to 10 years, one single company, Toyota, including US. Because they tried hybrid, all these things. They know that. That is why they wanted to go for fuel cell based. Correct? Main thing is hydrogen production. Another problem is like this. Like battery problem, the hydrogen production. Correct? You know that gray hydrogen production, green, blue, then we have green. Different, the gray is worst. It is as bad as using petrol or burning IC engine based vehicle, because production of the hydrogen itself in the where you are putting there, it is need heat, energy. That energy is produced by, if you produce it by burning coal or diesel for producing the hydrogen, that's not going to help. So that is how it works out now. So that's why Japanese are going slowly, steadily. But see, any new technical, there'll be hype. Correct? Everybody want to, we are the leaders, we will do all those things. But Japanese, they know that it is not going to work out. So they also tried. It is not that they have not tried. They release, you know, all Japanese company electric vehicles. I have seen in US it's a long before, 15 years before itself. India it is coming late. Correct? US the leading market. There also they tried, but they say that it is not going to be sustainable. Putting efforts, money on electric vehicle is not worth present day, unless the battery technology is matures, like infrastructure, battery charging stations, all these things you have to resolve. So they slowly, but they have the technology anytime in Japan. That's why they are going for these vehicles. Okay, hydrogen fuel cell, that is better, and it is output of the fuel cell is water, so it is combustion. The production of electricity also. It's a direct hydrogen combustion. Shall we start?
Yes, sir. Everybody is present.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Fine. we talked about what is the global warming, what is greenhouse gases. Then people know about greenhouse gases at least 20 years, at least in the beginning of 2000 onwards. Greenhouse gas around 1990 itself, but greenhouse gas was very become global warming, all those things at least 2000 onwards. By 2010, it became very intense because of the cyclones, all those things happened around the world, and the climate scientists and others have looked into why it is happening, all those things. In fact, even president of US also was not agreeing. No, greenhouse gas is not responsible for, just because carbon dioxide is not going to climate is going to change like that. So one of the president himself talked 20 years, but still I remember I was US, he was not agreeing. And when the scientists, American scientists, American engineers, university professor told we need to go for electrical, he did not agree. Correct. As I told you, changing to electric is not easy. The dominance of American economy, all those things will fall. So they did not agree. That is different. Okay. So then they say improving the fuel efficiency, having this one using different technology like HCCI, GDI, all the things. Same IC engine, try to see the less amount of CO2 is produced. That's what we saw last 3 classes. Correct. Already we saw it when we had hybrid electric vehicle. But 2024 batch, I showed that, of course, the other professor will be teaching IC engine pollution. There also we'll talk about MPFI, GDI, CRDI, what is advanced HCA, all those things. I just given a highlight. And finally, we found that whatever you do, if you want to zero carbon emission or carbon dioxide emission from a vehicle, correct, transportation system, it can be rail engine or a ship or airplane or motorcycle or car or truck, commercial vehicle. So that means you should remove IC engine, completely eliminate IC engine from the vehicle. That means what is alternate? Only thing is electric. So electrical going is not easy. That's what I was talking with last 10 minutes. Correct? But it is not going to be easy till you find better batteries technology, which has high energy density and easy to disposable, sustainable. In fact, last Friday, I was taking a lecture in a faculty development program for a university, because generally Government of India has each college, engineering college or university to have special lectures for 1 week, calling experts from IITs, like the top universities. In India, we know top university, IIT Madras on the pyramid. So IIT professors will be invited to do special topic. That we call faculty to FDP program. It is happening, supported by AICT and Government of India for last 30 years. I have delivered more than 70 such lectures around the southern states, like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra, like Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Engineering University. I was given a lecture on last Friday. It is called the Sustainable Battery Technology. The lecture was a special lecture. There are 10 different lectures. Every day they were giving one lectures. My lecture was on Friday. I gave for around 1.5 hours, talking about sustainable battery technologies for environmental protection and greenhouse gas reduction. Right? So that means there again, you cannot, the electric is best, but the electricity produced should be from the green energy sources like solar energy, wind energy, or geothermal energy, or any other form of nuclear energy. Using that, you have to generate electricity. If that electricity is to use for charging your batteries of any vehicle, whether two-wheeler, four-wheeler, a plane, whatever, electric vehicle, then it will called a sustainable this one. So greenhouse gas can be reduced because you are not burning coal, diesel, or heavy oil, or any other hydrocarbon fuel in the vehicle engine, or for generating electricity itself in the power station. Correct? Or hydroelectric power station is, but only for hydroelectric power station, water. You know the Metro Dam, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. There's a big dam is Metro Dam. The Metro Dam water level will be 120 feet high in the rainy season. Correct? August, September, November. Within 3 to 4 months, by the month February, March, the water level comes to 40 feet. The production electricity stops. That is one of the major problems. But of course, you go to big Bagra, Nangal, like big dams. They can produce electricity maybe up to 6 to 8 months. But again, summer they also reduce production. So they are not reliable. Hydraulic power station, cannot produce. They produce only 10 to 15% of the electricity needed for our country, anywhere in the world. Remaining energy, around 60% produced by hydrocarbon. That means coal based or oil based, no, or LPG based, whatever may be. Thermal power stations, they burn fuel, they produce CO2. So that is not reason. Again, the production of energy and the storing inside battery. Correct. When you talk about battery, I will talk about what is battery. The battery also use what you should not use CRM, critical raw material. That's a one word. When we talk about battery, I'm going to talk about different battery 5 to 6 hours. That time I will explain. CRM. See, once you make a battery, use those CRM material. Currently, even lithium-ion battery. Correct. Lithium-ion battery is called use a CRM material, critical raw material. Those material which is used for producing lithium-ion battery, which is the currently used in all electric vehicle, is harmful to living humans. Where once the battery life is gone, you will disposing that final product. If it goes in the earth, soil, water, it will be highly contaminated. If you get contact organism, consequences. So those batteries, lithium-ion battery is as bad as the carbon dioxide production when you dispose it. So these batteries are not sustainable batteries. Lead acid battery, correct? Lithium-ion battery, all these things are not sustainable. Current lithium-ion battery. Now they are trying to find a new type of batteries, which is called sustainable battery. They use material, electrode, electrolyte, all these things made with material which are less toxic, correct, compared to lithium ion lead acid battery, which is this one. So we'll talk about them when we talk that. So that means now our carbon dioxide production. That means we have to remove the completely ban the combustion based engine. That means fuel hydrocarbon based. Not you can still you have hydrogen, correct? Hydrogen you can use because the output of the hydrogen engine is no CO2, it is water plus energy. But hydrogen production is a problem. Storage, all these things are a problem because I told you, in fact, myself and another professor together, we demonstrated one pure hydrogen injection based bus and 6-cylinder engine in year 2005. I developed a complete is given by a company. They wanted to have the hydrogen based this one as R&D project. And I developed complete ECU and another process change, modified input manifold, all those things so that hydrogen can be used. We demonstrated in 2005 or 6. It is full power capacity 90 bhp. We are able to demo up to 84 bhp. It was working. Demonstration only 20 years before. Right? So the outcome was zero CO2 production because of pure hydrogen base, nothing else. Right? So we have to go, but that is the problem. As I told you, hydrogen, all these things people tried, the companies, university tried 20 years before, but production, sustainability, infrastructure, and safety. Hydrogen major problem is safety. Correct? It can leak, it can this one. Even though I told you 20 in a beginning, correct, 20 years before they started working on it. So that's why Indian automobile company asked us to develop hydrogen based injection system, correct? Fuel injection, port fuel injected, pure hydrogen based engine. So we demonstrated, but other issues, it was stopped. It was not going for commercialization. So now, what is the way move forward is what we call finally go to electric vehicle. Now we have IC engine base. As a next step, go for hybrid vehicle. In hybrid vehicle, it can be based on fuel cell base or battery base, right? The electric there'll be because IC engine plus a motor. The motor needs electric power that can come from a lithium-ion battery or from a fuel cell. Correct? Fuel cell, if you use, that is going to produce water and CO2 emission considerably reduced. Whenever you drive your vehicle, which has a fuel cell based electric hybrid vehicle, when it is driven by electric motor using fuel cell, that means carbon dioxide production becomes zero. Correct. So that is why Japanese company want to go towards that. One of the reasons, because I'm seeing many articles. That's why one of the students also asked. So now, first we will say why we want to go for hybrid vehicle and why it has come. Because hybrid vehicles are there last 30 to 40 years. Proven technology, different type of hybrids. We are going to see that. So first we want to see the limitation IC engine. Hybrid automobile uses combination of dual power source. One is internal combustion engine, IC engine. Other one is electric motor. That means IC engine, both will be there. Engine plus electric motor. That is what we call as hybrid vehicle. We call it a dual power motor vehicle. So improved. Now you have IC engine. IC engine efficiency has to be increased. Correct. At close to is theoretical thermodynamic efficiency. We call it peak thermodynamic efficiency. Currently, engines are running around, petrol engine around 34, 35, diesel engine still higher, but maximum it can go only 40% as per thermodynamic law. Correct. So, but if you make burn fuel, if you generate 100 joules of energy, only 40% will be converted into mechanical work. Remaining 60% cannot be converted. It is already proven due to thermodynamic law. Whatever you do research, it has reached a saturation. Correct. IC engine last 120 years or 140 years. The research, materials, all possible combinations, fuel injection, electronic control, all those things. We are close to his peak thermodynamic efficiency. We still have little bit. Nothing more can be done in IC engine. So, okay, that is one thing. So, another thing is diesel engines are better compared to gasoline engine because diesel fuel itself has higher energy compared to, correct, 1 kg of diesel has more energy than 1 kg of petrol, correct, energy. So that's why diesel engine give more power, more torque, and and they can operate a higher compression ratio. Please note that if the engine works on higher the compression ratio, more the chemical energy, the heat energy produced by burning fuel will be converted to mechanical. Higher compression is always better. And we know that diesel has a higher compression ratio. And upon that, diesel fuel has a higher energy density compared to petrol. That's why heavy vehicles, we call it a commercial bus, truck, all those things use diesel engine, not petrol engine. Okay, but petrol engine is main problem with diesel engine is combustion noise. Even in CRDA engine, we have the CRDA engine has considerably reduced what you call combustion noise or diesel combustion noise. Specifically, when droplet size are bigger, when fuel is injected, droplets are formed in old generation. I am talking 30 years before CRDA engine, what you call the unit injectors. Correct? We call a unit injectors or diesel engines, where a single cylinder, multi-cylinder, separate injectors were there, and the injection pressure was 300 to 400 bar for the injection pressure. If you run your vehicle with that pressure injected, then fuel droplet size, when fuel is sprayed inside the diesel engine, droplet size will be bigger. We are talking bigger means not in some diameter, maybe in the order of 50 micrometer, 100 micrometer, 70 micrometer, something like that. So it doesn't completely evaporate. So we get more particle. Unburned fuel comes as a particulate matter, black color particles. So that means we are wasting fuel and also producing particulate matter. If you inhale the particulate matter continuously in city, correct, continue, you may get lung cancer. That's what they say. Correct. That's why the particulate matter should be reduced. So one way is increase the fuel injection pressure to 1500 bar to 2500 CRDA engine. So the injected diesel will be droplet size will be in the 10-20 microns, something very fine mist, very small. This one they can easily evaporate and burn and producing less particulate matter and more heat is generated, thermal efficiency increase. That is the advantage of CRDA engine. Correct. So diesel engine also tried with this one. So the IC engine has limitations. Correct. IC engine has best performance over only a limited range of speed and load. And that I'm going to show in the next slide. And gearbox is needed because did we talk about this in previous class?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. No, okay, that. So another drawback, IC engine problem is the torque speed curve. We are going to see that it is not flat curve, correct? It is like a bell curve. So that means at only a particular speed it has maximum torque, maybe 300 or 400 depending upon, and only at particular speed it has maximum power. So because of that lower speed or higher speed, the torque and power drops. That means your fuel is wasted, energy is not fully converted mechanical energy to drive the vehicle. That means efficiency is bad. Mechanical efficiency also becoming bad. So because of that low speed, the engine torque is very low. That is not sufficient to drive the vehicle when from the stationary condition to start moving the vehicle. So we put in a first gear, correct? When you first give the engine speed is very low, so the torque produced at low speed, the engine torque is very low. That is not sufficient to overcome the static friction between wheel and ground at a stationary condition, about to move. Correct? We call static friction, which requires huge amount of torque, but engine is not producing. I will show the curve next slide. So that means you need to put a gearbox which multiplies the torque produced by engine, but of course speed is reduced. There is no issue because we want to move. We don't want engine to stop, jump start with 100 km speed. It should start from 0, 1, 2, 3 like that. Linearly it has to increase. Gearbox will have this one first gear. So gearbox is a must for IC engine because of its fundamental drawback of torque speed curve. Correct? So that I will explain. So the gearbox may added weight. All IC engine, you have 4 gear, 5 gear, 6 gear. If I have a car, correct? Car weight is they say 1000 kg. After the gearbox alone is they say 50 to 70 kg, something like that. I'm talking gearbox alone. That is not needed in electric vehicle. Because electric motor doesn't need gear, it produces maximum torque from 0 speed up to 80% of speed range. We'll show that. So that means gearbox, that advantage this one, electric motor. The drawback is the IC engine is this. Then you need transmission system, that means gearbox related thing, all those things. The differentials another gear. Correct? All these things, the things together, maybe if you take a bus, it may be around 200, 250 kgs, right? So that means this much dead weight is carried for the by the IC engine based vehicle. That means you are wasting fuel. Unnecessary weight is added by gearbox, transmission system, all these things. All these things are not needed in electric vehicle. Okay, gearbox and transmission are additional mechanical losses. Apart from weight, they also friction. They introduce a friction. Wherever there's a moving parts with contact, it introduces friction. Apart from friction inside the engine itself, piston is moving in this one, there is a friction. For that, you have put lubrication, all those things. Again, gearbox, you put, still there will be a friction. Frictional losses, they say 20% of energy produced by engine is wasted by frictional losses in engine itself, gearbox, transmission, and differential. These things, they say 50 to 20% energy is wasted. Okay. That means if you remove all these things, then that much energy can be, that is the advantage electric vehicle going to be when you remove the gearbox and related things. Okay. Additional mechanical system introduces weight, as I told you, hence waste of energy. That's what I talked to you a few minutes before. Correct? Please take the notes because you know that you have exams. Exams, you are expected to write the important points. Okay. So now that we saw IC engine, correct? Advantage also we saw, availability easy. If you filling all this already we talked about, they have the proven technology, mature technology compared to electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle, IC engine based, diesel engine, petrol engine, whatever may be already proved. And then we talked about limitation of engine, why we are going to hybrid, why we need to go. For that, we are talking internal combustion engine limitations. Then again, we talked about this. When we talk about, since we are going to electric hybrid vehicle, we have electric motor also. We need to know what is the advantage of having electric motor in a hybrid vehicle, correct? Combining that's the advantage. If I wanted to add something to existing system, IC engine based vehicle is there. If I want to add a motor, make it hybrid, there should be some advantage in the electric motor over the IC engine. Then only I need to add. That's why we are trying to see. Electric motors are efficient with exceptionally high power to weight ratios. The size of electric motors are rare earth magnets, all those things which are high magnetic flux density compared to previous electric motor. Whatever the electric motor we are seeing, we are using conventional nickel iron based electromagnets or magnets. Instead of that, they are using rare earth material to produce magnets used in the inside the electric motor. They are smaller magnet have 3 to 4 times more magnetic flux density. That means smaller motor can give more power, more torque compared to existing electric motor. That means we can have very small electric motor, lesser than in size wise of the then electric motor can adequate torque or wide range of speed. I am going to show you a graph. Then electric motor very high efficiency, correct? Close to 90%. The best motor have 95%, minimum 85%. As I told you, IC engine theoretical efficiency 40%, and the current is 35 to 38%, 37% only. So that means you can see the electric motor efficiency almost double, more than double. And the control of the electric motor is much easier using electronic controller compared to engine control. Engine control, we have engine management system, we have fuel injection system controller. Compared to the electric motor control is much easier controlling the say for 6-cylinder engine, controlling the individual injectors, all this thing, correct? It's very complex. Of course, we are doing, but it is complex. So the ECU cost will be very high. Correct? We need 30-bit microcontroller, 6-cylinder engine means many hardware electronic. Compared to electric motor controller to control speed and torque electric motor in electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle, it is easy. Using electric motor for automobile, best solution. So this is advantage electric motor. But electric motor also or electric vehicle also has limitation. Energy source, already told you, is in the form of batteries. Battery technology is still in fact compared to engine, correct? IC engine based this one. Battery weight to energy density is very less. As I told you, 10 to 15% only. It is very less. And unless new battery technologies where the energy produced, the electric vehicle cannot become very popular. We maybe give a hype, all those things to selling. Governments are, of course, government is trying to put electric vehicle to see that the carbon dioxide produce is reduced. So there's a zero carbon emission. So global warming can be reduced, earth can be protected. But people also want energy. Nobody is going to listen. Correct? If government to press it beyond certain, people won't accept. So that means we have to buy a middle path. We have to take. That's what the hybrid vehicle. And hence vehicle is limited. Battery capacity decide what is the range. Again, you have to charge, wait for 2 or 3 hours. That is waste of time. Correct? Time is money. Correct? If you talk about time, especially go to factories or this one, they talk in terms of each minute matters. How much per each minute, how many rupees you can make? Yeah, factory means because factories are there to make money, produce product, sell it, make money. Correct? So the timing, but that means similarly, if you are going to office, your battery the discharge, you stop charging your 2 hours, your manager, your 2 hours you are lost. Correct? The manpower is wasted waiting for unnecessarily at the charging station. Due to less energy density battery, electric vehicle range is limited. For long distance transportation, they are not suitable with the present technology. That's what I am saying. Very important. Note on this point. Okay. Whatever I talked in last 4 slides is shown with just 2 graphs. Correct? So you can see that the x-axis is the speed of the engine and electric engine. Here it is electric motor. Okay, I take engine whose speed varies from 0 to 8,000 RPM. For example, we are talking about a car engine, something. Correct? So we are talking about torque versus speed. At the 0 speed, you can see if you extrapolate, you know the engine not running. Correct? If you are not started the engine or just started, but please note the IC engine cannot be. This curve, you can see that this curve is not extended to 0. Correct? So engine, if you want to produce run, it has to know what you call idle speed. Correct? If you start below that, no IC engine can run with 100 RPM, 10 RPM, 5 RPM. With a single cylinder, it will be 1,500 RPM motorcycle. With a multi-cylinder car, in 4-cylinder, 600, at least 600 RPM, 800 RPM. That's why the curve itself starts from some RPM, correct? At least 600 RPM or 800 RPM, correct? That time only it produces, because otherwise the engine won't sustain. It won't produce any torque. Engine to run itself, it has the minimum speed, ideal speed is needed. From that only, the torque curve is increasing, then power curve is also there. Correct? This is torque curve. We saw peak torque. Peak torque for this may be 5,500 RPM. At particular speed only it happens. Correct? You consider maybe 270 Newton meter. Correct? At one speed. But when speed comes 800 RPM, you can see that torque produced by engine is less than or maybe around 75 or 80 or correct around 90. You can say the 90 Newton meter. But this torque is not sufficient to start moving the vehicle from zero speed. Static friction between the four tires of the car and this one is very high compared to what you call rolling friction. Vehicle start moving. At the starting condition, you need maximum torque to overcome the static friction. So this torque produced by engine is not sufficient. You put a gearbox. Gearbox multiplies the torque to 2 times, 3 times. The 40 or sorry, I said 90 Newton meter. If I put a first gear, it may become 180 Newton meter or 200 Newton meter. 2.1, 2.2 times torque. Correct? Torque is amplified, but speed will reduce. But starting, we don't need speed, we want torque only. So that means that's why I said you need to add a gearbox. If you want to attain speed, only one speed. In IC engine, another drawback is the maximum torque is available at one speed only. Correct? So similarly, power, the blue color power is the speed multiplied by torque. That also has a range. You can see that again, start from the ideal speed only. 800 RPM only, power it comes. Ideal time, say for example, 800 RPM, it produces, for example, 90, this one, Newton meter. You multiply that is what the power produced. Power is here, correct? This only. But then it increases, as the speed increases, it becomes, and power becomes flat for certain ranges, say 2000 RPM to, for example, 5000 RPM for this engine. Correct? After that, it start drooping. Correct? 5000 RPM after it start drooping around 7000 RPM. The power becomes so you cannot. That is the maximum power it comes. So that means this is the best range where you produce maximum power for driving your vehicle. This is the torque speed versus torque, speed versus power curve. You see in the electric motor. In electric motor, this is the speed, correct? Okay. So at the zero speed, correct? And it can produce the maximum torque. You can see here. What is 400 Newton? This electric motor produces at zero speed, it produces maximum torque. At zero speed, engine produces zero torque. So that means I don't need gearbox. Directly, I can connect my motor to the wheels without gearbox transmission system. Of course, sometimes two-step gearbox. Now, if you see your vehicle, you will have two-step gearbox, something like that. But to reduce the motor size, correct? Motor size means power. Size of the motor means depend on number of turns of coil, magnet size, all those things going to decide the torque produced. If I don't want to produce directly at zero speed 400, I can put a motor which produces 200 or 250 Newton meter zero speed. I select a motor. The size of the motor, cost of the motor will be less compared to a motor with 400 Newton meter torque. Size will be less, but I put one gear at up to particular and small gearbox is sufficient. So that means smaller motor can be used for driving an electric vehicle. Gear is used for amplifying, similar to. Here we are working similar to IC engine, but IC engine has 5 gears, 6 gears, 7 gears. But here you can have just 2 gears. At the first gear, the motor produces it amplify 2 times, it becomes 400 Newton. But the speed reach may be up to 20, 30 kilometers. After 30 kilometers, you change the gear. Maybe electric vehicle gear will be changed automatically. You may not know. Right? So the gear will be shifting between two. So that's how it works. So you can see that the electric motor has a flat torque curve. Right? Sorry. This is the torque curve. Blue one is the torque curve. Very sorry. Blue one is the torque curve. This is the power curve. Okay. So here when we is given power versus torque. Okay. It's shown here clearly. So now you can see the power. Zero speed, this is 400 Newton meter, speed is 0. If you multiply P equal to N into T, this is 0, N is 0, this is 400, automatically becomes 0. But as is this one, power is increasing, right? But torque is very important. Torque will be very flat from 0 RPM up to 3500 RPM. You can see that electric motor produces constant torque. no engine can produce. Correct? That is the major advantage of electric motor, flat torque. Okay. So then power is multiplied. So this is the advantage. Electric motor, both can be done. That is what the hybrid vehicle itself. Okay. So what is optimal solution? Combining both the internal combustion engine and electric motor, we call a hybrid vehicle. Okay. So main advantage IC engine is charging station. If it is not there, I go to village where you know that the fuel station or petrol bunk. You go to small village, mountain, Himalaya, correct? Up to some place, you have fuel stations throughout the world. Wherever you go, fuel station established for last 100 years. Easy availability. Energy density is more, correct? Because given fuel is completely burned compared to battery. So because of that only, we have IC engine. We can fill the fuel wherever you want. If you if you go inside the city, you drive an electric motor where you can do the charging. Okay, and you need not worry. And if you go to remote places when the battery charge is depleted, immediately you switch to IC engine and run your vehicle. So you can fill the fuel wherever you want. Always run your hybrid vehicle in IC engine mode instead of battery based. So that is possible. So in hybrid vehicle, at any given operating condition, power will be provided, delivered to the vehicle to drive the vehicle. The IC engine plus motor, electric motor or individually, just electric motor alone or just IC engine alone. You'll see that they call operating mode of the hybrid vehicle. Whether it works with the IC engine, whether it works with battery alone, or both are working together. Different operating condition, different condition, we'll see how it is. So, what are advantage of hybrid vehicle? IC engine has higher operating range. Operating range means what we are talking is anywhere in the world it can go. Because most of the places you have the fuel station, whether small village or metropolitan city, definitely you have fuel station, correct? So you without fear, correct? We will not get standard. Without fuel, you will not get standard unless the remote area, forest area, or deserts, wherever vehicle will do. Then wide range of load and speed characteristics. IC engine operated best operating condition. Whenever you run the IC engine at the max torque condition, we know that max torque condition, then it produces maximum fuel efficiency. If you run your IC engine at the best operating max torque condition, always that is constant speed without not running as variable speed engine, then less pollution can be produced. This is utilized in hybrid vehicles. Correct? In series hybrid vehicle, we are going to talk. In series hybrid vehicle, what you do? You drive your engine at constant speed at max torque speed. So maximum thermal efficiency, less fuel consumption. So you can less pollution, and the engine will be driving a generator. Generator will produce electricity that will be used for driving a vehicle motor. So that is called series hybrid. That time they use this. Okay, we'll see about when we talk about series hybrid. Now, another thing is pure electric vehicle. Correct? We are talking hybrid vehicle. The hybrid electric. In hybrid vehicle also there are instead of going to pure electric, there are different combinations of the IC engine power versus electric motor power. Based on that, they are called as hybrid electric vehicle. They are classified into different varieties. We'll see next slide. Okay, IC engine two powers already we talked. Fuel system along the engine management for controlling. You need what we need is in a hybrid electric vehicle. You have engine, you have electric motor. You need two controllers. One controller controlling fuel injection, IC engine control. Already we know, and we call engine management system. Then you have an electric motor to control. The motor can be DC motor or a brushless DC motor or an induction motor. These three motors are widely used in electric vehicle. DC motors are no more now. BLDC motors or induction motors are most widely used in all electric, whether two-wheeler or four-wheeler currently. So these are electric vehicles. They use power from the battery, correct? Generally, they work from 200 volt to 600 volt voltage, and the current can be 100 amps to 200 amps, 300 amps, 500 amps, depending upon the power. And it requires power electronic controllers, and also they need a special circuit DC to DC converter, and of course there'll be a EC, electronic control unit, control the vehicle altogether. So you need two controllers called the controlling engine, other one for controlling electric motor. So then in a hybrid vehicle, another problem is it has a gearbox. Compared to conventional gearbox, because you need to couple electric motor and engine to the wheels. In another special arrangement, correct? It will require another type of gearbox, what it is, and clutch mechanism, all those things. It become more additional things. Apart from regular gearbox, you for connecting both IC engine and electric motor to the wheels, you need another special complex transmission system, having gearbox, clutch mechanism, all those things. So this also adds additional weight. But this, even though it adds weight, it has a lot of benefits. Okay. This will be last slide for today. I will stop here. So when we talk about hybrid vehicle, this picture I got it from internet. It is a nice picture. It is trying to provide a lot of information. So you can see that energy source, vehicle type, and propelling device or propulsion, which is going to drive the vehicle. Okay. Now it can we can know that there are different. This is called different hybrid vehicles. Correct. First is pure IC engine alone, correct? IC engine based vehicle, correct? IC means IC engine based vehicle. EV means electric vehicle. HE means hybrid electric vehicle. Plug-in hybrid PHV. Range extended electric vehicle. Battery electric vehicle. And fuel cell based electric vehicle. Okay. So these are the varieties. We start from here. This is the current pure IC engine based. From that, we go to what you call as MHEV. It is called mild electric vehicle, right? And next is medium hybrid electric vehicle. Then hybrid electric vehicle, plug-in electric vehicle. Then range extended electric vehicle. Then battery operated electric vehicle. That means pure. This is not pure electric vehicle, correct? Then no engine. Then fuel cell based electric vehicle, correct? Here battery electric means we have battery. It is charged from electrical grid. The power is produced by thermal power station or solar energy or wind energy. From the grid you are getting power, and your batteries get charged, and there's only electric motor. Here it is pure IC engine, correct? So based on that, here if you on the top from the as you here you can see the pure fuel, correct? %% energy is by fuel, correct? Maybe petrol or diesel. That means IC engine. That means the combustion engine is used. IC engine is used. Fuel is hydrocarbon. That means you have this one, that which is conventional. This one. As you start going for hybridation, it is called as hybridation or types of hybrid. Mild hybrid, you have engine, but having small electric motor or electric energy is used for charging the battery, something like that. We call mild electric vehicle. You can see that this much power. This is electrical power. This remaining power is produced by combustion of the fuel. As you go towards this fuel, here itself you can say it become pure electric vehicle. No IC engine. Power is coming from battery. Correct? So if you go to fuel cell based this one, you have an electric engine with a battery, but the power is produced by hydrogen fuel cell. So from this onwards, zero emission vehicle. These are called as zero emission vehicle or pure electric vehicle. And here some amount of here pure IC engine, maximum CO2 emission. CO2 emission is very high. Slowly becoming, at this point it becomes zero CO2. Okay, I stop here. Okay, in the next class tomorrow we will see what are different hybrid vehicles, what is hybridness, correct? Parallel hybrid and how it drives, and type of vehicle Correct? Series, hybrid, parallel, and combination of both, and how they, what is the advantage, all those things we'll see tomorrow and day after. Okay. Any questions I can answer, otherwise we can close the class. Please give a return as a chat manager before leaving. Any
Okay.
questions? Yes, Acharya.
Sir, I just wanted to ask one question. After the end of the life of the lithium-ion batteries, who should be held responsible, the government or the automakers?
Correct. Nobody there now they say as such the response is not clear. Suppose if I have electric vehicle, correct, battery, if I want to change, I'll go, who will change? For example, I have a X company, showroom I bought it. I go there, correct? They will say that you have to replace the battery. They remove the old battery and put me a new battery. I drive it, come out. Correct? I escaped. Where it is now battery? With company.
Correct.
Correct? But instead of that, if I go and buy a battery from battery store and bring it to battery to myself, I know I am a IC engine, already studied hybrid vehicle. I am M Tech from IIT Madras. I know automotive electronics. All those things you have done the course. You buy it. Correct? You, if you are able to do, the old battery remains with you in your home. If you try to throw it in dustbin, somebody catches, then they can punish you. Disposing now no clarity. People just throw, correct? Or what you will do, you suppose I am in Chennai city in IIT, I put in my garbage, correct? Morning somebody collects garbage, I put my battery there, correct? He takes and go throws this one, they segregate something. Somehow there's no clarity as such. Who is responsible?
Understood, sir.
But in a Western country, you'll be held responsible. Immediately you'll responsible. You cannot throw battery like that. You have to go to dispose it, this one further, there may be money you have to pay. I don't know. Western country, you can't just like the throw the battery, any battery, even your this one battery, cell phone battery, just like if you, if somebody can, there's a penalty class is there, but India, I don't think so. In Western country, somebody catches, correct? You can put in dustbin, run away, correct? But nobody can find out. But if they really want serious, they can catch. But actually, the responsibility now, the even IC engine, after you there's a condemning, I said you're removing oil, all these things, your gearbox oil contamination, correct? And government is coming with this one after 15 years, correct? You have life tax for 15 years. See, I bought a car, they say 15 years. After that, you go for FC, correct? If the government says that the government is saying for last at least 78 years, any vehicle beyond 15 years, we will not give FC. It should be condemned and it should be disposed properly by the automobile company. That is still going on. The debate is going on. Government is not able to tell. Automobile company don't want to take responsibility. Correct? Disposing is not easy. It is energy consuming. You cannot throw the pollutants, oil, all those things, seepage, all those things. You will be held responsibility. Automobile company also not ready to take up the responsibility. There's nothing wrong with it tomorrow, but still not defined. Even regular IC engine based disposing a vehicle, because a lot of paints, chemicals, all the seeps into the water will be contaminated. Correct? That they're going to humans, agriculture, animals, birds. Correct? Still, there's no clear. Yeah, just like the dumping we are doing, right, for last 100 years worldwide. Western country, at least some control is there. In many countries like India, all those things not clear cut this one.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I want to add a point. Just
Yeah.
in a sustainability program, I heard that in my company that they need to buy back certain certain measures of plastic or other materials that they need to recycle. They need to buy back and ensure that it is recycled. So, example, the plastic packaging and such things. So maybe for battery also.
Yeah, that should be really, it is a welcome move. Government also saying, see, I'm not praising because no, buying all those things is good, but again, it involves cost. I'm not blaming companies. Tomorrow you may start a company, I may start a company, correct? Again, recycling is not easy. It is the energy, you have to spend money, you need workers, the chemicals should be separated, kind of through all these things. See, anything need money, right?
Yeah.
Who will give the money?
Consumer, it will be then costing to the consumer itself. He will be paying for the recycling also.
Yeah, so, no. If I take you, for example, I bring my car. For example, you are from X company, I don't know, correct? I have your company car. Tomorrow, if you correct, whatever money. So after that, you disposing, you need a lot of money, no, to remove parts, all these things. Paint should be properly clean. You can separate energy, power, all those things. Who is going to pay for that? That is what the problem. Correct, but correct. So that way, some parts, metal parts, you can melt and use it. Correct. That's part. But do that requires energy. Correct. Again, so sometimes it is better than buying a new material. Here you can save cost. That is what many companies they say we can recycle instead of buying. For example, engine aluminum. Correct. Base engine. Correct. Then I melt engine directly in my factory itself. Correct. You have a foundry. Instead of buying new aluminum, here you may save 20 to 30% cost. Correct. So that is another way of, because many automobile companies are thinking like this, recycling as your company. That is really a nice move. It is going to help your company as well as the environment. Instead of just like they're throwing in the road instead of the pollution, you get material and dispose it safely, and the environment is protected. That's a nice move. This is what now new, the recycling, sustainable. The word, because I told you, talked about sustainable just on Friday, more than 2 hours. Sustainable means without damaging environment, do produce material, recycle it, use it again, do as much as possible. Then you can protect earth, water, and air. Pollution can be stopped, which will save entire. Otherwise, they say rate at which we are polluting, nobody else is polluting other the only living organism polluting earth for last at least 200, 300 years is humans, not other animals. Correct? We make new materials. Correct? We produce new chemicals. We do all possible things to make new devices, house, whatever. No, so that we are polluting. But it not only affects humans; it affects all other who are non-polluters. Correct? No animal, no bird, no plant is polluting. But we pollute because of we have kill ourselves, also kill entire earth, living things. That's why they say you have to be very careful. Sorry, anything?
Yes, sir. I would like to add that recently it's become a mandate to use recyclable plastics, particularly in that regard, because now majority of the um, say the floor mats, everything, it is coming with recycled particulates are being included in um, the actual rubbers. The other concern is that 100% reusing the plastics, it is difficult because the stiffness of the plastics cannot be retained upon recycling.
Yes. Yeah, the nice point. One small thing, just because maybe people there's one thing. See, now you would have seen your internet or something news channel, and somewhere in Britain or somewhere they found a bacteria which can eat plastic also. Correct? Plastic, it can remain acidic for 1 million years. So it is not decomposable. Correct? That is another drawback of plastic. They say the new kind of bacteria, something they found, Britain something, and small micro insects, and which eats plastic itself. They said it's very good. So that means now you can decompose using this one, but within 1 week, I just saw 2 days, another fellow, what they say is this microorganism takes bigger part plastic, this one in ocean, all we are polluting ocean, and it converts into micro nanoparticles. It breaks the bigger plastic particles into nanoparticles. That is too dangerous. You can't filter also. Correct? Bigger particle can be put a special filter, all this thing. Your water is contaminated plastic particle, you can filter out bigger particles. The bacteria, what it does, it eats and breaks it into nanoparticle, again it comes out. That the plastic is not decomposed. It becomes smaller particle comes out and which cannot be filtered. So that is too bad. Then bigger particle is better. So within 1 week, I saw both the article. One fellow said that we have found organism which can convert nanoparticles, comes out from the bacteria, release in the water, and that water, if you drink also, try to filter also, you can't filter out. So the plastic is the worst product humans have invented. One of the worst product invented by humans. Correct? Plastics. People are saying, not me. Correct? Plastic is now part and parcel of human life. It has a lot of advantage, many advantages. That's why we're using. But they say plastic human. They say nanograms. 70 nanograms of plastic is there in human blood. Every humans around the world. Human blood is contaminated with nanoparticle matters because we are drinking, eating food, all those things contaminated by these particles. That is true. They will destroy the cells. Your brain can get damaged, heart can damage because of this particle, because they are not decomposable. So even though plastic looks nice, all this thing with this one, it is a too dangerous material invented by humans. It has been proved by last 20 years. But what to do? Without that, you cannot live. We'll see. We will need to find alternate material or organic material instead of plastics. Okay, then. Anyhow, it is 7 o'clock. Thanks for your time. We'll see you tomorrow by 6 o'clock. We can log up.
Thank you,
Please
sir.
give.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, before going, please give your what's this one? Chat message, attendance. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
thank you. I am going to close. Please give chat message before leaving.